Are you trying to be more frugal? Well, today I'll show you the 5 things I refuse to spend my money and time on. Usually we review other people's personal finance content, but this time around we're going to review an article that I actually wrote for CNBC Make It. And the funny thing about this one is this is one of our most viral articles, and I'll tell you why later. So today we're talking about 5 things I refuse to spend my money and time on. So number 1, I never buy brand new cars. If I have a car and it breaks down, I've learned not to buy it. Instead, I buy something used, and I actually found value in that. And the reason is for that, it's that price tag. And instead of buying that car as a depreciating asset, lose value over time, I put more research in a car that, although it might be used, I try to put more understanding on how long it can go. But this allows me to save more money, and it also helps me save on insurance as well.
The last car I bought was a brand new car, but I still have it, and I've had it for almost 20 years. So I think I agree. The next car we do buy for me will be a used car. I mean, the car that I bought, it's lasted this long, but because we chose to take care of it, and I don't need the newest car. Yeah. And so it's kind of like I'm driving a used car.
I mean, that's a good point right there. So whatever car we find, we also try to take care of it. Mm-hmm. So make sure you get regular maintenance, make sure you check your tires. All these things make things last longer. And that kind of goes with frugality, right? Mm-hmm. Not just about saving money, but also letting things go to waste. Mm-hmm. So number 2 here, I never buy fast fashion items. I'm not really a trendy person, and trends come in and out at a time where I'm not really keeping up with it. If you like to be frugal and trying to way to save money on clothes, there are clothes that just kind of stand the test of time, right? Jeans, t-shirt, can't go wrong. I mean, you're not going to be the hippest person in the world, but I mean, we grew up in a time we were born in the 80s, but we call ourselves the 90s kids, right? Where those trends back then are actually cycling back in.
I kind of wish I kept my overalls.
Yeah. So that kind of lets you know that fashion comes and goes time. If anything, you could even paying top dollar for fashionable stuff. That was actually simple. So for us, I mean, I'm not saying we wear like holes on our clothes once it goes back down to quality, but if you look at ways to be frugal, don't put so much effort in like high fashion, what's going on today. There's always clothes that you will always need to stand the test of time.
I think if we do buy new items, we buy them more on quality.
Correct, yeah.
So they're going to last, a few years at least for us. Kids' clothes is another topic because they grow out of it every 6 to 8 months. So, but for us, we don't buy fast fashion items because per item we might spend a little bit more, but it's going to last us the test of time because they're a little boring, because they're very plain, but they don't tell, you can't tell what decade we bought them in. Yeah.
So number 3, I never buy more food than I need. So we always go grocery shopping with a list. It's one that keeps us within budget and doesn't help us, and it helps us avoid spending more than we intended for, especially grocery prices going high these days. But if you can stick to a list and a budget, that will help you overspending on what you intend to do. Number 4, I never buy low quality investment items. So we talked about it a little earlier. This kind of goes back to more of like furniture or sofas. So if you're looking to buy a sofa or a mattress, even though it may be a good deal, you gotta kind of ask yourself, why is it a good deal? Is it quote unquote cheap because not quality made, that maybe it only lasts for a year?
Yeah, I think the bed that I have for one of our kids is actually the bed I had in college. Because the quality was really well. It's not a typical mattress, so it still works. It still serves its purpose, and that's a lot of years already.
And so with the one that you had in college, technology has actually evolved. Mm-hmm. So actually our daughter has the most up-to-date and high-tech bed. Yeah. So that's just a funny thing I noticed. So number 5 here, I never spend time mowing my own lawn. And this is the one that I think I got a lot of heat for.
Oh, yeah. People were mad at you.
Yeah. I don't want to say I don't have anything against mowing my lawn. What I was trying to emphasize when I said I never spent time mowing my own lawn is now I'm trying to trade time to take advantage of more things. Because when I mowed my lawn, and once again, I love mowing my lawn.
And I think that's what people missed in the article. It's like they forgot the first line. It says, one of my favorite pastimes when I owned my first home was mowing the lawn. Like, he took very good care of this lawn.
But here's the thing that I didn't really mention is that I would spend hours on a weekend. Yeah. And
then when we moved, the house got bigger.
Yeah.
And the yard got bigger.
Yeah.
And so the time took longer.
That's the key there, because especially when we start our own small business, right? You have to talk about like money
and time.
And then so what we did was that we actually leveraged the money that we're making for our business to buy back some of our time. And it wasn't a luxury. Instead, it allowed me to do more things.
Right.
If anything, mowing my lawn is actually a vacation or a hobby. I imagine myself that when I am fully retired, I probably would mowing my own lawn and enjoying it more.
Yeah, I think the key here was he doesn't spend his time mowing the lawn because he wants to spend more time growing his business versus spending all the time sweating outside.
These are some of the things. One of the things that I value. I value time, and it will take time to get there also. So, going back to our audience, which one of these frugal tips or habits do you agree with? Do you think one was too extreme? Do you think like, hey, no, I can never do that? Let us know which one you liked, and or if there's a frugal habit that you love that we are not adopting. Thank you for your time. Take care.